U.S. judge voids Donald Trump's $1.8 billion settlement with the IRS that gave him immunity for tax audits.
Oh. Huh.
Now, from what I read, what this judge did fell short of actually voiding this whole thing. However, Trump has not been following through. Like, there was... I forget the details, but there was, like, Trump failed to do something that would have been required in order to make this actually happen. So, like, it's not happening because when has Trump ever promised to give out money and actually followed through on it?
You know, that $2,000 that was supposed to be sent out to everybody, it still hasn't materialized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, like, is anybody surprised that Trump promised a bunch of people money and then didn't give it to them? But, anyway, that technicality aside, let's read the article.
Sure.
A U.S. judge has voided a legal agreement between President Donald Trump and federal agencies that granted him immunity from tax audits and allowed his administration to create a since abandoned... Yeah, so this is what I mean. It's already been abandoned $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund. Also, from what I remember hearing, I think it was a Legal Eagle video, it was never actually specified that it was $1.8 billion in any of the paperwork. That was just what they were saying. But the way they did it, it was technically unlimited. Like, there was no upper limit on how much money they could give out.
That makes it worse.
It does make it worse. But, like, the fact that all the news articles were running with the 1.8 billion number without fact-checking it is kind of alarming.
It's because oftentimes a lot of news articles are just written by people who've read another news article and then they're copying it over.
Mm-hmm. Trump promises money, company sells monorail. Sounds similar. Yeah, okay, if that's a reference to the Simpsons episode, though, they actually did sell the monorail. They just cheaped out on it so that it was not safe and broke down. And, like, killed people. But, like, they delivered it. I blame y'all for my inability to pass a display of M&M minis in the checkout without giggling enough to draw questioning looks from the other shoppers in line. Oh. And then Colleen Waitley says, presumably regarding minion fleshlights, of course there is one, Rhino. I don't need to check that it exists. I'm opening a browser on a different screen so that you guys can't see it, and I'm Googling minion fleshlight. Oh, good lord. Good lord. There's one where you can fuck the eye hole. Oh, good lord. I think it's safe to show. It's not... It's a minion fleshlight. Oh, good lord. I'm leaving that up for when Cirrus gets back. Actually, no. I'm gonna put it over here.
I live.
You live. For now, because I have a thing that I need to show you.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is it gonna kill me?
Bah! So I Googled that the moment you left, and it made me laugh so hard I got the hiccups. So the entire time you were gone was spent with me trying to get rid of the hiccups, which culminated in Heidi bringing me a spoonful of sugar, which did the trick.
Uh-huh.
So you want to fuck a minion in the eye hole?
No, I'm good.
Duct Tape Jake says, don't say I, Cirrus.
I'm just going to eat my gelato now.
There's probably a fleshlight for that. Yep, there is, but those ones are less safe to show on stream, so I'm not going to. So there you go. Eat your gelato. Enjoy.
It doesn't taste as good now.
You should spritz it with the dirty panty spray.
It's dark chocolate gelato.
Oh, God.
No.
Did you get it from the watering hole? Oh, what are we even doing here anymore, Cirrus?
Our best, but realistically, I don't think
our best?
I don't think we bring our best to the show. I know what your videos sound like when you're trying, and I know what my videos sound like when I'm trying, and I don't think either of us are doing that right now.
This show is just it's a good idea for YouTubers to also live stream, so let's fucking get it out of the way show.
Razor says, you have a best? I have a better, as in my better half, and she's eating gelato in the other room.
When you say you love me, you say... Or no. When I say... No, when you say You love me, I say no. I forget how the song goes, but it's a good song. You better, you bet.
Senshini says, that will never do.
You say you bet. That's how it goes.
That will never do. You should try somebody else's best. The list of people whose best I would try right now is shockingly small.
I tried doing Cirrus's best, but he wouldn't consent.
This is true. Anyway.
And I'm not a rapist. So, speaking of not a rapist, you remember that movie that we talked about earlier with Uwe Boll? Or Uwe Boll's movie? Mm-hmm. The main character in it was played by Armie Hammer, who has been credibly accused of a bunch of nasty sex stuff. And then the whole premise of the movie was, these illegal immigrants keep raping people. Yeah, and that's bad, so I need to kill them.
So how much more do we have to talk about Donald Trump's taxes?
What's really... okay, fine, I'll stop talking about Uwe Boll.
I mean, feel free to talk about the Uwe Boll thing. I'm just wondering when...
Oh, this is a long article. We have barely started. Yeah, no. So probably the funniest aspect of that movie is that, like, it's all about how the illegal immigrants are a bunch of rapists. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, it takes place in Croatia, and it's starring Armie Hammer, the American, speaking in an American accent. And I think they actually make it explicit in the movie that he is not in the country legally.
I think that's why when Mehdi Hassan took Uwe Boll to task, I think that was one of the defenses that he used, if memory serves. But I need to watch the entire thing.
He's the good illegal immigrant who just murdered a bunch of cops in his apartment. I hear the things that you don't want to say on stream. I'm hearing them.
I'm eating gelato. That's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's my cover story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right. U.S. District Judge Kathleen Williams said the suit was filed for an improper purpose. You think? Mm-hmm. She also referred to Trump lawyer to state... She also referred a Trump lawyer to state authorities to determine whether ethics rules were violated and disciplinary action required. I looked it up. There have been 22 Trump lawyers in the last 10 years that have been referred to, that, like, they've been subject to various forms of sanctions or disciplinary actions or disbarment. I think only 4 of them have actually been disbarred, but, like, if you're a Trump lawyer, you're getting in trouble at some point.
Yep. Well, because to be a Trump lawyer, you have to already be willing to work with unscrupulous people.
Mm-hmm. The lawsuit was never about a party seeking judicial resolution of a legal issue or factual dispute between Trump and the IRS, which he controls as president. She described the settlement as a bid to provide some legitimacy to an agreement to confer immunity to people and entities affiliated with the president, and to earmark billions of dollars from American taxpayers to redress grievances not defined in the law.
I mean, that is all true. When you have that, when you're like, yeah, the money from this is going to be used for the pardon January Sixers. Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, and so the initial lawsuit all stems back to, the IRS did nothing to prevent the leak of his private tax information by the former IRS contractor, Charles Littlejohn, which... Littlejohn is a weird last name. Can I just say that?
It's just you, your friends, and your Johnson.
I feel like I am of an ethnicity that is allowed to make fun of the last name Littlejohn. And so the leaked tax information shows that in 2016... Oh, no, sorry. In 2020, he paid $750 in federal income taxes. Oh, no, that was 2016. And no taxes at all in 10 of the previous 15 years. So wait, I know we reported on that when it happened.
I paid more in taxes than he did.
So did I.
What? No! Fucking hell.
Isn't it so nice to know that we pay more in taxes than people that can actually afford to pay taxes?
It's so cool and great and good and based and wonderful. And God, I am so MAGA-pilled now.
I mean, gotta protect the billionaires. You might be one day.
Hey, back off the multi-billion-dollar corporation, bud.
Yeah, so he put a bunch of his personal lawyers in charge of the DOJ, and then he came to a settlement with the DOJ, and shocking, it was in his favor.
Walmart has investigated Walmart and found that Walmart didn't do anything wrong.
Basically. That's this whole administration.
Yep. Like what's going on in Maine with the ICE shootings, and the DOJ is like, we're going to do an investigation. Like, oh, the DOJ is going to investigate the DOJ? Okay, cool. Why should I give a fuck?
How many there have been now? 3 in the last week?
Mm-hmm. ICE shootings are... Look, I'm going to say a statement that's going to piss you off, but it's also a true statement. ICE shootings are starting to catch up with school shootings in America.
I mean, if you had to choose between the two, I'd rather it be adults than kids, but you aren't choosing between the two. You're saying, why not both?
Or, the thing that would get me shot if an ICE agent were here, ¿por qué no los dos?
Well, when I say why not both, I'm always picturing the scene from, I think it's Road to El Dorado, with Miguel and Tulio.
Yeah, the why not both? Yeah, both is good.
Yeah.
Mine's always the taco commercial.
Oh, that's a Disney movie with a blowjob in it.
Was Road to El Dorado was DreamWorks.
Was it DreamWorks? Okay,
yeah.
Well, there's a blowjob in it.
I mean, good.
Not an explicit one, but it's very obvious that they were going for that.
Oh, yeah. I need to watch that movie again.
That would be the ideal. That's what we have here in Canada. I mean, we did have a school shooting like 6 months ago, and that was like national news and a big deal. But like that's the one. So, yeah, neither is the countries that have reasonable gun controls. And hey, the biggest problem with guns in Canada? It's illegal guns that make their way in here from the States. Most of the crimes committed with guns in Canada, the guns trace back to the States.
Yeah, you have the Chicago problem.
Yeah.
Where Chicago, guns are banned from the insides of Chicago, but everybody can get guns from outside Chicago, so Chicago has a gun problem.
Also, speaking of guns, Cyrus, I have been looking at my messy desk. Mm-hmm. Like your comment earlier about how the gun is on your desk.
Yeah.
I've been fidgeting with this 3D printed doodad, which is just a bit of low voltage electrical that I printed. Mm-hmm. I've been fidgeting with this doodad, which is Ethernet jack thing that the other thing is for, like sticking my fingers in there and twirling it around. I've been fidgeting with the remote for my camera. I've been fidgeting with my goddamn keys.
Yeah?
You can't put a gun on the desk beside me.
I mean,
something would die. Probably me.
I wouldn't put the gun on the desk beside you.
Yeah, but you have the same issue as me.
Right, but the difference is that I play video games in the background, so my hands are always doing something. Like, you know what I'm doing this whole time? I've been playing Diablo 3.
Do you know how... Diablo 3... Diablo 2, I think, is the one that I played. But do you know how many times I've listened back to the audio from the streams and been like, oh shit, that thing I was fidgeting with got picked up by the microphone every time?
Oh, that happens to me when I'm recording and I'm listening to it back for the Magic channel, and I popped my knuckles inadvertently while I was doing something. I always hear it in there, and I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. I can hear me popping my knuckles every time. Somebody in the comments one time commented on the noise and said, I hope that's not what I think it is. I never asked that person what they thought it was, because I don't know what else that would sound like.
Well, I would just assume that they thought it was cracking your knuckles, and then they were about to be like, oh, that causes arthritis, which it actually...
It doesn't.
I think last time I looked into it, it didn't. However, my this is another I'm over 40 moment. My super mobile thumb joint, which I used to be able to do cool things with, I can't anymore because I assume it's arthritis because it just really hurts now.
Man, that just describes being an adult. I don't understand, but it really hurts now.
Yeah, no, I don't know why it hurts. It just does. And it was an overnight thing. It didn't hurt one day, and then the next it was like, ow, my thumb really hurts. Why is that? And it has just been constant ever since. Mr. Plow King is cleaning his guns at the moment. Yeah, no, I would not trust me with a gun.
I trust me with a gun.
See, I'm doing it. I wasn't even thinking about that. I just picked it up and started twirling it on my finger. So, if there was a gun here, I would do that and then shoot myself in the head on stream accidentally.
I 3D printed.
I was not Twitch. No, don't take me down, Twitch. I was saying a thing that would happen if I had a gun. I don't have one. I don't plan on doing it. It's not a thing. Don't take me down.
I 3D printed a speed loader for my gun.
I 3D print Ethernet jacks for my office that I'm building in the garage, it's getting close to being done.
I 3D print shelves and deck boxes for Magic the Gathering, and now also Riftbound because
I'm going to be moving to the garage soon.
Yeah,
like maybe month and a half.
3D print shelves. They're great.
I haven't decided what I'm doing for a studio when I'm over there. I know where it's going to be. I just don't know what's going to be behind me.
So you know what's going to be in your watering hole.
Sure. Oh, I actually need to find one of my other microphones for streaming because I don't want to have to keep moving my mic around. I guess I could use my lav mic for recording the videos, but this mic is just so much better.
What's behind you? Your past. Thanks, Chad. Now I know something truly horrifying.
That's what I see every night when
there.
I go to bed. Do you know how many times I think about that time when I was running beside a bus to, like, wave goodbye to one of my school friends, and I ran face first into a street sign?
Oh, man, that sounds funny as hell.
It was funny as hell. But I'm like, man, those people that saw me do that have probably never thought of it since. But they could think of it. And that would be embarrassing.
If you want...
Meanwhile, now my job is such that there is video of me on the internet jumping on my bed in women's lingerie, so what the fuck ever. It's my job to embarrass myself now.
So, I forget what it was, but there was one of my friends where we were playing Magic a few years ago mentioned something about how, like, we should embarrass ourselves doing... I wish I could remember what it was. Like, this has been a while now. And I just looked him straight in the eye and just went, you know what I do for my job, right? You can't embarrass me.
I did a video. So you remember that Cameron Bertuzzi video where he's like, this is why I don't take atheists seriously.
Yeah?
So when I did my response to that one, I dressed up in my rhino onesie.
The amount of comments I get where people are like, do you really think somebody's going to take you seriously when you use this model? That's not really part of what I give a shit about, actually.
Hey guys, a good chunk of this stream has been about minion fleshlights and weird kinks. If you're taking us seriously, something has gone very wrong in your life.
Like, by all means, take the words I say seriously if you want, and that's fair. But bear in mind, I'm on here having fun. Because if I'm not on here having fun, I probably want to shoot myself. Like, those are the two options. I either have fun with it.
You can't say that when I know where your gun is.
It's in my pants, actually.
Oh god,
different
worse. Guns. You get how that's worse, right?
Yes, I do, but also understand that my Nerf guns are
Gender
right behind me.
Gender this, bitch.
This pill is a 9mm variety. It smells of freedom.
I was thinking more along the lines of just making a hole where there used to be a penis.
Oh. But no, like, I also have my Nerf guns behind me, so I could literally just go... I used to actually do that a lot. When I used camera more, I would do the bit where I was just like, this shit makes me want to shoot myself.
Oh.
I did shoot the camera too, but a lot of times I would just shoot myself.
Speaking of gender-affirming care, that segues into our next news item.
Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagittarius, you know I'm not saying that last part, Sylvie Snow, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.